30th chapter. I want to get into what I will jump into the Word of God. Because I believe that I have a word that is going to bless us. Good to see you, Ronnie. How you doing? Days up in the house. Nikki in the house. Cool. I see you cool. Amen. Shine thing on in there. Living for you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Amen. Need as many people to the video as possible. I need some people to video not on Facebook just to give me your angle. Video here. Amen. Father, we thank you and we glorify you once again. We praise you, Father. I ask now, oh God, that you would bless your manservant. That you would allow me to deliver this word with precision and accuracy. Let your spirit be upon me, O God. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. All right, take a peek. Look at me real quick. I need to talk to you. How many people in here have heard the story about David and Ziklag? You have. Put your hand up if you have. I want to tell you about this story because I've been studying it for a while. And last night I really began to get into this story. And I think that without hooping, without hollering, I think by studying this story, it is going to bless you. I think it's going to bless you because you're going to be able to see yourself, and you're going to be able to see provision for yourself. I want to talk to you about this story. But in order for me to talk to you about this story, I have to give you the context of the text. Y'all know what that means. It means I bring you up to date to where we are. But let's read the first verse. And it came to pass when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day, that the Amalekites had invaded Saul and Ziklag, and smitten Ziklag, and burnt it with fire. Okay, 1 Samuel, 30th chapter, first verse. 1 Samuel, 30th chapter, and the first verse. And it came to pass, when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day, that the Amalekites had invaded the south and Ziklag, and smitten Ziklag, and burned it with fire. I'm going to stop right there because I got to bring you to what's going on. How many of you remember that David slew Goliath? Mm-hmm. Come on, I need you to put your hand up. I need you to put your hand up if you remember it. All right, now, when David slew Goliath, we going all the way up to the 16th chapter. So I need to bring you all the way back to the 30th. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody with me? We in class now. We're in class. All right, so 16th chapter is when Samuel went to seek David at Jesse's house. 17th chapter is when David slew Goliath, the Philistines. Somebody say the Philistines. This is important for you to understand because y'all in my mind. You got to understand my mind. So, slew the Philistine Goliath. All right? Now, after David slew the Philistine Goliath, Saul, who was the king, got upset with David because he was getting popular. Everybody know that? Y'all remember when Saul was mad because they were chanting David's name when they were coming back from the fights? And Saul was getting upset. You understand? Mm-hmm. And it was said that David used to play the
Harp.
The harp. There you go. Somebody knows something. And David used to play the harp to soothe the temper of Saul. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. But Saul was mad at David. So Saul threw the javelin at David's head. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now watch this. David became exiled to Israel. Meaning he ran for his life because Saul wanted to kill him. Mm-hmm. Y'all understand what I'm at? Yeah. Now, I need you to understand something. If your home don't want you, where do you go?
Come on. Come on.
If home don't want you, where do you go? Some of y'all don't know what you do if you ain't have home. If you ain't have a place of refuge. So now here is David looking for somewhere to go. This blew my mind, man. David moves in the kingdom of the Philistines. And David makes amends with the king, saying to that this we done move from 16 all the way up to about 27th chapter. Now in the 27th chapter, David is trying to get away from Israel, and he moves into the Philistines' kingdom, in the Philistines, into the city called Ziklag. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Now David, when he moves, he takes 600 faithful soldiers. Y'all got me? Everybody with me? But they're moving into Ziklag. They move outside of Israel into what?
Ziklag.
And Ziklag is the land of the
Philistines.
Somebody say Ziklag is the land of the Philistines. Ziklag is the land of the Philistines, the home of the Goliath that David killed, but he ended up moving in Philistine territory. That blew me away. And I didn't understand it. And then, in order to move in Philistine, in the Philippines, he had to make amends with the king. Mm-hmm. And in the kingdom, he goes to the king and says, God is not pleased with Saul anymore. So I can't walk with Saul. Saul is the king of Israel. But remember, God had rejected Saul? Mm-hmm. That's why you got to watch leadership. Following leadership that God has rejected. Mm-hmm. Got to watch who you follow. Because you could be modeling yourself after a person who God is not pleased with. David goes to the king of the Philistines and said, God is not pleased with Saul anymore, and I cannot be around Saul. And I need a place for you to hold me up. And David tells the king of the Philistines, I got your back. But the king of the Philistines didn't believe him. He said, I know you say you got my back. But how am I to be sure that you got my back? David said, you know how I do. I'm the king of war. The only reason that I didn't kill Saul is because I wasn't led to kill Saul. I'm the king of war. You know me. David had a reputation. And the king said, you right, I know you. And I know you're the king of war. But the only way I know that this loyalty is for real is if you go to war with me. We got a battle, and I need your 600 men to go to war with me to prove to me that you are faithful like you say you are. And he said, if you go to war with me, I'll make sure you're my bodyguard forever. David says, hesitantly, says, I got you. And I'm just talking, trying to shorten the story. All right? Now, when he goes back to his 600 men, go back to the 600 men, the 600 men do not want to go to battle. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to go to battle because they feel like it's not our war.
Mm-hmm.
It's not our war. We have no business fighting this war. I don't want to go to battle, David. But David says, because we stay here, we got to do what we got to do. So now, David ended up going to battle with this king. And while he's in battle with this king, the Amalekites, who David had whooped long time ago, decides to ambush their camp. I need to stop here because I need to give you some pointers. David was severely out of place. And sometimes in life, we can operate out of place. David had moved Israelite soldiers into the land of his enemy. Y'all not listening to me. And then decided to go to war with the enemy. Simply out of place, and the soldiers knew David was out of place, but they followed anyway. Y'all ain't listening to me. I'm talking to you. And then watch this now, First Lady. The king said, if you go to war with me, I will make you my permanent bodyguard. This is what baffled me. I didn't understand David moving his people into this enemy's camp. I didn't understand that. But sometimes when we're forced to make quick moves, we don't make the proper moves. Somebody ought to say that's true.
Amen.
You ever gotten a jam where you had to move quick, and when you move quick, what you end up finding out is that you moved wrong? Sometimes when we make hasty decisions, people, we can choose wrong. Our decisions as believers got to be thought out and strategized and planned. Now watch this. David moved in this place, and he moved in a wrong place and was offered a permanent position.
Wow.
Did y'all hear what I said? Do you not know you can be in the wrong place with a permanent offer?
Mm-hmm.
That's why some of y'all don't like going to work. Because you know that place of work ain't where you're supposed to be. So now you got a permanent position at a temporary location.
Come on.
See, and the problem, well, watch this now, I need you to understand this now. The Israelites should have known, and David should have known, that the place where he was, he wasn't going to be there long. Because he are Israelites, and they are Philistines. And Philistines and Israelites don't even go together.